Speaker Nancy Pelosi is drunk on power. The orders that Speaker Pelosi is issuing are abusive and unprecedented. Speaker Pelosi has decreed to members of the House of Representatives elected by the people that if you dare walk onto the floor of the House of Representatives without a mask, I, Speaker Pelosi, shall fine you. Who the hell is she to be fining members of the House? But you know what? She's not done with that. She's not done with disrespecting our Constitution, disrespecting our democratic system that elects leaders. She goes further. To the good men and women who work here in the United States Capitol, we are surrounded by men and women who have chosen to come and work for the public good. And here's what Speaker Pelosi has decreed.
If you dare walk in the hallway without a mask, I, Speaker Pelosi, will arrest you. I will put you in jail. I will fine you.
She has no authority to disrespect the men and women who work here, to threaten you with physical harm, to threaten you with imprisonment. And why does she do so? She does so for one reason: political theater. A year and a half ago, the CDC was one of the most respected medical and scientific organizations on the face of the planet. Today, the CDC has willingly allowed itself to be politicized, to behave as an arm of the DNC. It is a joke. We have seen the emails from Dr. Fauci where he said in the midst of the pandemic,
masks don't work. They're not effective. People shouldn't use them.
Then we saw him say,
oh, no. Masks work, but I lied to the American people when I said they didn't work because I didn't want them to wear masks because I wanted first responders to get them.
Now pause for a second and think, what the heck is a scientific leader doing lying to the American people supposedly for our own good? Let me point out my view. I think we should not have government mandates concerning COVID-19. There should be no vaccine mandates. Joe Biden wants to mandate federal employees must get the vaccine. Who the heck is the federal government to tell people they must stick a needle in their arm and inject themselves with a vaccine? We should have no vaccine mandates. We should have no mask mandates. We should have no vaccine passports. But I also believe in individual choice. I believe in freedom. I believe in responsibility. It's your choice if you want to get vaccinated. It's not some drunk on power Democrat in Washington's choice to force you to do it. Why don't Democrats believe in individual choice anymore? Why did Democrats believe they could abuse power? And let me be clear, Nancy Pelosi is telling someone who is an employee of the House, if you're vaccinated and you don't wear your mask, she will arrest you and throw you in jail. The American people are watching this political theater play out in Washington, and they understand what's coming next is that authoritarian statist Democrats will order more shutdowns. We'll order businesses shut down. We'll order schools shut down. We'll order churches shut down. As we look at the past year and a half, few things are clearer than the shutdowns were a catastrophic mistake. The politicians that ordered the shutdowns committed a catastrophic mistake. They destroyed millions of small businesses, restaurants, bars, stores, gone out of business. Great cities like New York City that became practically a wasteland. You look at something like Broadway, you think of all the actors and actresses. With the dictatorial flick of a pen, their jobs were destroyed. And the American people are watching Democrats and recognize they're ready to do that again. For people who go to church, we've seen Democratic office holders discriminate against churches and say worshiping God in church is a public health medicine. We've also seen the hypocrisy of the so-called experts saying, if you go outside and march and chant Black Lives Matter, zero risk of COVID transmission. Perfectly safe. If you go to church and sing hallelujah, oh my God, everyone's going to die.